Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Hey guys, it's been another uneventful day. I'm fixing to go head over next door to get some food for dinner. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah. Dinner was good. And you can probably guess from the fact that I'm wearing a hat, because really I only ever wear a hat when I haven't got a shower yet. I haven't got a shower yet. Haven't done anything. Oh, squirrel in the tree. Waited pretty long before it climbed it to get away from me. Oh, we got the sun in the shot now. Yeah, so I'll get a shower, I'll get cleaned up. I don't have any plans for tonight though, so we'll see what happens. Might be a very uneventful day. Hey guys, so I'm making a run for the border. I was gonna go grab something to eat anyways, but my mom and sister both want me to grab something for them too. So we're gonna do that. They're bringing down the tree tomorrow, so I have to park my car at the house next door, and then Heather has to park her car over there when I get back, because she leaves before me tomorrow. Well, she leaves tomorrow. Oh no, that's not true. I have somewhere to go tomorrow, just not until 7:30 in the evening. I want to try to get ready earlier, of course. I always say that, and I never do it. Catch you guys later. Alright. So I watched Survivor, and I watched Arrow. Survivor was a 2-hour episode, so they got 2 people booted out. Something happened that they kind of let on was going to happen, based on the description in the episode. So I wasn't too surprised. But that happened in the second half, not in the first half of the episode. The first of 2 episodes, I guess you could say, even though it was blended into one. I was a little surprised what happened the first one. Just a little bit. I mean, it could have gone. It was probably going to go that way. It made a little bit more sense, as far as a smart move for a tribe to make. But I kind of wanted to go the other way. And then it played out. I was surprised in the outcome of the second part, because it was a move that wasn't the smartest move for a tribe to make. So take for that as you will. Don't think in too much into it if you haven't seen it yet anyways. That's the kind of clue that might give away what happens for me. It's got like a dent there. That's weird. But yeah, it was all good. And they kind of toyed with the idea that came up the last episode of Arrow, which was last month. I kind of just toyed around with it and tried to figure out what was going to happen without really figuring out what was going to happen. It was kind of a filler episode for the most part. Just drew out the suspense of the things that were going on. So it was interesting. But that's what I did. That was my evening, basically. Alright, it's time to end this episode of Vlog. Login? I don't know. So, yeah, I just talked about a little bit ago about the shows I watched tonight. That was essentially the full extent of my evening. And like in my day, it was pretty uneventful also. They're bringing that tree down tomorrow. They're supposed to get it between 8 and 9. So we moved our cars over to the house. So there's no cars under the tree. There's a couple of houses still kind of under the tree. And hopefully they bring the tree down smart, the right way, and don't screw something up and have some sort of catastrophic result, which is always a possibility, I suppose, when you're dealing with something big, heavy, like cutting down a tree. But it should solve some problems once it's out. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we had to make sure our cars were all over. Josh has been gone all day. He left 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, basically today. It's after midnight now, so it was yesterday technically. And he'll be getting back at 6 a.m. Or not getting back, but he had to be where he was from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., 24 hours. He was at a Chick-fil-A grand opening. And the way it works is if you go to a Chick-fil-A grand opening and you stay full 24 hours, 100 people will receive a lot of free Chick-fil-A coupons, chicken sandwiches, or maybe they're meals. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you get a ton of them. And so there's a good group of people from our church that jump on every one of these and travel as long as it's not too far to travel. They try to travel and go to these things. I'm not a big fan of Chick-fil-A, so I didn't want to go, although I definitely could have. Nothing else going. Which I guess would have meant more coupons if I stuck it out. And probably would have been a good time hanging out, playing games and stuff. But I said not to, so I didn't do it. No big deal. Anyway, this video is basically over, like I said, so, or like you probably gathered based on the fact that I'm in my closing set here. Works for now, we'll see. I have been thinking a little bit about, like, do I want to keep vlogging? I'm a little up in the air on it, actually, to be honest. I was hoping by now I would have a job. I would bring in some money. I'd be able to get a new good camera, some editing software. I've got my computer, but that was a Christmas present. Some editing software, capture device, and maybe do some Let's Plays and video game things once I have all that in place. And then I could do that, and that could be the focus of my channel, and not so much vlogging. Maybe vlog every once in a while whenever something interesting happens, but not any other time. So I don't know. I was hoping by now that I would have all that stuff, and then I wouldn't need to keep putting, as long as I put something out every once in a while, or whatever. But until then, I said I was going to keep vlogging, and it's just taking a lot longer for me to find a job and get myself to that point. So I'll keep doing it for sure. And it's not that big a deal. I'm not up that late putting it together and waiting on it, except for a couple nights ago when it went crazy slow. And I gotta make sure I turn the Wi-Fi back on this, because it always goes faster when I have the Wi-Fi turned off, but I'm using data when I do that. And a couple nights ago I forgot. I turned off the Wi-Fi and forgot, and it went through really fast, and then I'm like, ah. So I'm not even coming close to using the data like I was during that like half-month period where we didn't have any internet here. But now I do, so I need to use it, even if it does take a little longer. No big deal though. So, for Donnie, Abe, George, and me, good night everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.